I would like to tell you about my experiences I have had in outer space. I began my career as a space cadet. I was 20 years old. I enlisted directly out of school. I attended my training at a planet whose expertise is military strategy. I would like to share with you some of my experiences as a trainee. My first day in the military was one of the most amazing. I was young. Everything was so new to me. We all had to line up in order to receive our uniforms and weapons. That was the first time I had ever held a firearm. It was a laser gun of which had the ability to not only fire accurately, but also to locate my prey. It had a built-in tracking system. You always know what is out there. It can identify different species. Then, they took us to our quarters, where we put away our belongings in order to sleep. My first day with my new life was an adventure. We woke up and began our day outside, practicing different maneuvers. We had to run laps around a field. Then, we practiced firing our laser gun. We had a target which we aimed our weapon directly to. I did not hit a single thing. It was more fun than anything I have ever done. We also attended class, where they taught us how to calculate the distance of different planets. We also learned how to read a map, which shows the entire universe. That was the most difficult thing for me to learn. There are so many planets which are in many different solar systems. We had to learn the name of each planet and its distance from where we were at. We also had to learn the name of each universe. Another part of my training involved reporting to my commanding officer the following things. I had to learn how to calculate my position by using a tool of which can measure your distance from our base. That is so we will never get lost. We carried it with us at all times. We had to know how to report a problem. And there were so many different kinds to learn. We had to learn how to take a small problem and turn it into something of which someone can use against a person. I had to learn how to be in charge of my command under my commanding officer. It took me many years to accomplish all of this. My training as a space cadet took 1.5 years. At the end of my training, I became a space lieutenant. The duties of a space lieutenant included being in charge of a Star Fleet ship. I would like to describe my first ship to you. It was absolutely beautiful. There were 1,000 rooms within it. Each room was very large. There was a command post in the center of the ship. It was full of many controls. I had to learn each control on board of the ship. It was like a great big house. It had a place to eat and a place to sleep. It held up to 1 million men. Each of those men had their own duty.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.